That's because it wasn't turned on.
Jesus Christ.
Try this again.
What the fuck? This shit is in the
So
shit.
you get up out of the chair and start busting some moves. One more time. We're going to have a goddamn dance off.
JT Moneymaker. JT Moneymaker.
You have a bag of ham? Not only is it a wild observation, but it's an accurate observation.
Yes. That's fact. Right? The Swervy Jones Show. Welcome to the Swervy Jones Show. We talk about facts.
Don't watch yourself in the Twitch feed blow a cloud that you blew 5 minutes ago.
I'm counting the delay, sir. How dare you? It's a 10-second delay. Jesus.
I could have probably told you that on my end.
I know you probably could, but
I think I can see it.
I'm a smart lad, and I will figure things out myself, Mr. Swerve Jones.
Will you? Or
Nope.
you just do things I ask you to do?
No, and
Some
well,
stuff I don't even ask you to do, and you
yeah,
do.
I just be doing shit.
And I'm like, hell yeah, you did that. I don't got to do nothing.
Well, that's how it should be,
Yeah.
because like I was explaining to our guest, Mr. Steezy over here, I don't know what the fuck all the cameras, all this shit nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck all that shit is.
Welcome to the Swervy Jones Show. I'm your host, Swervy Jones. That's Trey over there.
What's up?
Crystal's hanging out with us.
I'm here for the whole show.
Are you going to do both shows?
We'll see.
Come on. Don't be a bitch.
Where the brown?
Steezy's hanging out with us. Steezy's Trap House.
What a quitter. What up, y'all? Looks like
she be quitting like every other week.
Looks like I'm staring artificial intelligence in the face
Right?
over
Yeah,
here.
we decided to go for like a spider camera system.
A cyborg.
Creepy.
If we're gonna go all in, let's go all in.
Uh-huh.
I can't stop staring it directly in the face.
Your
Right.
job is to pass the butter machine.
I'm watching you, motherfucker. I'm watching you, goddammit.
That's what they say. Most things are watching you now.
Yeah.
Your TV, your phone, it's all listening and watching you.
I've seen my phone. It's sitting on the charger.
Mhm.
I look over at it, and the camera's on. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have the camera on. That thing's been on the charge for like 5 minutes
Yeah.
now. Why the fuck my phone open with the camera on, and it's at the front facing? I ain't did no selfies lately. Why is it front facing?
Well, you know.
Did you double tap by accident?
Oh, no.
I would say in technology's defense, you do be trying to call Dabs to show you dick.
I did do that, didn't I?
Yeah.
That's what he gets for sending me titty pics at 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, wait. I accidentally hit the video chat button with my elbow like a couple weeks ago.
Uh-huh.
How much of that actually, did anybody connect to that before?
I tried to.
No.
I was like,
I'm freaking
So it's like,
the
voyeur,
fuck out.
voyeur.
This could
titties
be
out, titties out.
Yeah,
And then
this
you
could
made
be anything.
You made a comment. I was sitting there with no shirt on.
Yeah.
Because I'm like trying to hold, do the
Fuck.
whole feeding thing with the
You
kid.
blew it. You
And
blew
I
it.
hit it
I
with
tried.
my elbow.
No,
and
I
I'm
tried. I
reaching.
made an effort.
Oh man.
Okay.
When you made the comment about nude video chatting, I thought it connected. I was so freaked
Oh,
out.
that's right.
I sent Josh a message. I'm like, shit, I think they saw my tits.
Now we would have given you way more shit than that if we saw your titties.
I figured you were.
I'd have
trying to
been
be nice.
I would have been like, I'd have screenshotted all of it. Oh.
Somebody tip us out.
Yeah, they titted us subscribing for titties.
Yeah.
All right.
I described.
We do. If you know what, we'll extend that. I'll extend that. If we hit a, all right. Tell me if you're down for this, Chris. So you already agreed to, if we get 1,000 members, you throw some titties out
Yeah.
on the members feed.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Which you can go to swervejones.com, sign up, because we really need to hit that 1,000.
Subscribe.
I say we extend that to Twitch, but not for the Twitch feed.
I was gonna say.
Because we're not allowed to do nudity on the Twitch feed. If we hit 1,000 subscribers on Twitch, we'll put the titties in the Jones fam.
No.
Why?
Because I think it's a lot easier to get 1,000 subscribers to Twitch than it is to get 1,000 members.
It is.
Yeah.
But the only way they can see it. Okay, so hear me.
Because everybody. Okay.
All right,
say we have-
1,500. Come on.
No. Nope. Veto.
Everybody's going to have 15 Prime accounts.
You know what?
Exactly.
Josh warned me about this. She done had a kid,
Yeah,
and you know what? You turning lame
If
on
we
us.
gave
Did you guys
Crystal
see
a
what-
month worth of 1,000 members,
Uh-huh.
she'd do it.
So a lot of our.
I would probably show my dick for that.
I would
A lot of our listeners are Tom and Dan fans or BDMs.
Yeah.
And in the last 2 weeks, BDM posted in a like a videography competition. He had to
Yeah.
make a video and had to get the most votes or whatever.
In the BDM group.
In the BDM
Yeah.
group, they got him up to like over 3,000 votes in a matter of like a week and a half. So for that very reason is why I'm not doing the Twitch thing, because all it takes is 100 people.
It sounds
sharing,
like you are.
I don't know if you heard that, but
100 people sharing or doing it with like 5 different accounts, and there you go, I'm fucked. So no.
No, says the woman who has every person's titty picture who's ever
Yeah.
existed. Oh,
you be stealing ass pictures too. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Steal them?
Yeah, you do.
No.
She captures them.
Steezy. Is this stealing
If you
on
post a
people or
picture
not?
on the internet in a public forum.
No. Hold on.
Wait,
you're-
what
and you're
part
d-
are we talking about? The fact that I screenshot pictures of nice asses?
No, I'm talking about how Crystal will stand in line
Oh.
at a restaurant
Oh.
or in the public
Oh.
and we'll be taking pictures of ladies' booties.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Now, Crystal, is this really happening?
Yes, it really does. She's like, look at this. And I was like, damn, that's a good ass. That's rude as fuck.
You know what's going to start happening next? You're going to start
Yeah.
being one of those people that start recording people in public with nice asses and uploading it to Pornhub.
Let me
because that is a thing. People
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Let me mansplain here for a second why you shouldn't do that. Because if anybody understands why you should not film people's asses in public, it's men. Okay? If we were to do that exact same thing, prison time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that is-
or a lot of hatred.
yeah.
However,
It's
keep up
illegal?
the good work. Keep sharing them pictures.
Yeah. Well, like, okay, if it went like one step further, like if you were taking like a crotch shot or something like that, or trying
Yeah,
to,
no.
yeah.
No.
But still,
It's very distasteful.
yeah.
I'll never do it again.
But,
guys.
to each their own. I'm not saying that's distasteful. I'm saying, technically walking around and filming somebody, that's way more distasteful
Yeah.
than what
However, add Steezy to the chat.
you're doing. Yes. Yes. I mean, if
Yeah, go
there's-
ahead and shoot them my way too.
If
It's
there's
fine.
if there's some fat ass photos going on that I'm not being a part of, I mean,
Hey,
we can obviously see the problem.
if you could make it a YouTube video where it plays too much booty in the pants as you show it to me, I would appreciate that too.
Oh,
Too much
yes.
booty in the pants. Too much booty in the pants.
I'm just trying to find the most recent good one, and I can't find it.
Yeah. How dare you?
She's lying. She's hiding the good stuff. That's what it is.
Somebody asked, what? Why is this? Why is this?
That's a lot of dots.
Yeah, it's me, the butt Brett.
All right.
He's all right.
Right.
All the booty pics.
That's very
No
Lake County of you.
Yeah. All right. I haven't been to Lake County in a minute.
Yeah, it's been, well, no, that's not true.
No, I went to get my hair cut. but
You go and get
that
your
was
hair
a,
cut.
That was a task.
You go to the Leesburgs to get your hair cut.
No.
And
Eustace.
Eustace? Oh, yeah, that's right, Eustace.
Yeah.
There was a tornado in Tavares
Okay. Yeah, there was.
and a gun shooting in Eustace.
I was telling the Steezy that on the way
Yeah.
over
I
here.
didn't even know this, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was a small, tiny little tornado.
F-Zero.
So I went through downtown Eustis on the way home from Bellevue this past week.
What were you doing in Bellevue?
It was Josh's family. We went
Oh,
up there.
okay.
and
All right,
did
that makes
did that
sense.
whole thing.
If you ain't never
is
listened
a
to
cute-
Josh, and he sound like Bellevue.
They just moved there. They're originally
Mm-hmm.
Poinciana.
I don't believe you.
The Bellevue of the South.
Eustis
Bellevue
is
of
a
the
cute little town. It's a cute little town.
Okay.
It's like a little block system and like very old town feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
Stop knocking down our statues.
So you were saying what now about
It's cute.
driving back?
It's just cute.
Okay. You done forgot what you were going to
Yeah,
say?
I forgot.
All right. Well, at least you're not okay. At least you've progressed from scratching a mask when you're
Yeah.
trying to scratch your forehead.
In her defense, she was pregnant at the time. The
Yeah.
mask felt like part of her body. I don't know if you put on one of those masks. Grab him the one you were wearing.
I forgot my Velcro for this one.
Which Velcro?
Steezy,
Remember
tell
Oh, your
I need
Velcro.
Velcro for
No,
that?
not that mask.
What the fuck is
Get
that?
the-
It's so good.
Crystal normally wears mask on the Twitch feed.
Uh-huh.
Follow us at not that mask.
That
No.
doesn't even count as a mask, though.
Yeah, no, not really. The Thor mask, no. No.
That
The one you scratched your head in.
Here,
It was a Captain
It's the one with the
America.
wings.
Let me
It's the
see
one
this
with the
one.
wings.
Let me have this mask in your hand. I want to see this.
This is great. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Steezy, can you please wear that?
No, don't wear that.
Hey, put
Give
this fucking
hand
thing
that one to
on.
Trey,
I mean,
so he feels how much it feels like it's part of your face.
Oh shit, the mouth moves too? Oh,
Yes.
You gotta fit
yeah.
your chin in
Yeah.
there. That's why I need
Yeah.
Velcro.
And the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'm
I'll
not
So-
gonna,
dedicate for you.
I'm not gonna
So what?
dedicate.
All right, I'm gonna tell Steezy this. So what had happened is Crystal was wearing that mask,
what kind of white people shit is this?
and Crystal is Jones fan member Tommy clipped this from the Twitch feed, and it's Crystal itching the mask when she was pregnant. Like she literally scratches
Yes.
it like it's her head.
The question is did that alleviate the
It
scratch?
did. No, it did.
Oh yeah,
it did
that's-
exactly what I needed.
I don't
it
believe
to.
you.
Oh my god.
No, it's like
Psychosomatic.
Have you ever had like a super tight? Well, no, you don't.
Well, that's why I wanted him to put the mask on to try it.
If you have a super tight ponytail, like you can literally like just tap it and it'll itch the itch.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
seen that. You really scratching the weed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're really
yeah, slap
banging it
it,
out.
yeah.
If you
Oh,
have, whatever.
I do that in my boho regularly. Just give it a slap. It's better than scratching.
It's called giving the hand to God. It's when you just
Yeah,
give it
see,
that little
Steezy
slap.
knows.
That little slap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just get the little
Settle
pat.
down back there. Bam.
Get that 360 pat going on, you know, just all around.
That we call that the E Honda, the
Oh.
100-hand slap.
Way to play to the nostalgia.
Very well
Try.
done. Well done.
All right. So, what are the things we have to say? Byrne came by the studio or came by my house today.
Okay.
Remember I was telling you about a giant ass spider?
You got all the dead bugs?
Bro. Burn Pest Control is the best bug guy I've ever had.
Oh, yeah?
Just watching him.
Okay.
For one, he kept me entertained.
Uh-huh.
Remember, I told you about my old bug guy.
Was he singing and
And,
dancing?
and he was no, but we had we hung out.
Nice
and
conversation.
bullshitted,
Yeah, I got you.
Now we got a little bit of history. He's been like a client of mine and
Yeah.
sponsored the show for a while. So he came out. He's been to some of our meetups.
Yeah.
He so we got along. He'd come over. We started bullshitting. But I've never seen the bug guy come and like wipe down all like the cobwebs and the outside of like the windows and the top of your seal and the soffit and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like I've never seen a bug guy do that.
I've
I've had many bug guys, but never seen him do that.
Like,
For-
it makes sense, though.
For me,
It does. I never thought about it, but
that's some extra shit for me too. I've
Yeah.
never seen a bug guy do that.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, oh snap! Like he's like we we're bullshitting a little bit. He sponsors the show, so we're like this and that. He's like hey, he tells me I want you to hang out with me while I do this. I think it'll be better for the show.
Yeah.
And so I hung out with him the entire time, really watched what he was doing. I was like, this is fucking amazing. I was like, hey, you come over, clean the house next weekend? Like, you know what I mean?
You does my TVs, too? No.
But like, so he does all that. We go around the house one time, and
Yeah.
he even did the sheds too, like hit them. And then, brings out his sprayer and starts spraying the yard. And I can see the bugs freaking the fuck out.
They're like, oh,
Like-
skeet, skeet.
Yeah, like the ground, like the bugs, like raised out of the graves, and we're like, ah! Roach, I saw a roach right after he's like, help, and I was like, no, and I stomped him.
It's funny you mentioned the Indian meal moth or like those little moths you get in your pantry.
Yeah,
He's gonna have a field day at my house with that.
yeah.
'Cause
Well,
ever since that oatmeal I brought home had the bugs in it,
yeah,
I cannot get on top of that.
yeah.
shit.
That's something I didn't know about.
What's that?
I've maybe been told this before and just didn't remember what
I've told
he's.
the story on the show before.
Okay, yeah, it sounded familiar, but I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. So you get these little moths. They're what, pantry moths?
Yeah.
I don't know what they're
That's
called.
their
Yeah.
their bullshit name.
Pantry moths?
When he said it though, I was like, yeah, I got those. I seen them.
They fucking suck.
Yeah, you open a cabinet and like a moth will
Okay.
fly out and you're like, where the fuck you come from?
Yeah.
And then like a couple days later you open the cabinet again, another moth come out.
Right.
You're like, where the fuck you come from? And they keep popping out, but it's like
Pasta.
every so often, and they're like hiding in pasta and rice and shit.
All the dry food.
So now I gotta go through the cabinets
Gross.
throw
because
away
apparently
rice
there's
and
moths.
roti.
He said these ones right. He goes, this is my favorite. He's like when I spray these ones, they ain't gonna be around, but you might have some more in there. You need to double check. And he goes, psst, and they fell to the ground.
They're little the cocoons are above my cabinet.
I had a wasp nest outside that I kept forgetting to knock down, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about them. They ain't gonna do nothing." And then when he sprayed them, he's like, pfft, and they all fell to the ground. I was like, "All right, they ain't gonna do shit."
Yeah.
Done.
Fucked them up. You know what? I got a bad wasp problem. I go, wasp.
Oh, he's coming to your house. He's coming to her house.
Crazy out in my at my TV cabinet.
Yeah.
Like I just tap on the door and
Yeah.
like Crystal came over the other day for 4th of July, and she had the baby sitting right in front of the TV cabinet, and there was this fucking crazy wasp that just kept flying in.
Oh, is this the party y'all had that I didn't get invited to?
That you don't get invited to shit anymore because you can't be saying no too much.
I could have came that night though.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
what'd you say last time we invited you?
No.
What'd you say the time before that?
No.
What'd you say before that?
No.
Then there you go.
Well, you didn't invite me to this one. I would have said yes.
You know what Swervy would have told me? He would have just been like, I could come over there, but I really should work on these graphics.
I do say that sometimes, and sometimes it's true.
Yeah,
but I probably would have came over. I was kind of like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I want something to do.
Here's the deal.
And then the next day, I was like, God damn it, these motherfuckers had a party without me.
Why don't you hit a motherfucker up and be like, hey, what you doing for 4th of July?
What are you doing today? And we'll tell you. I've told you to come over to my house.
Don't flip
before.
this on me. I was alone. You guys were having a party.
That you could.
You don't want to include me in your magical 6 group you got.
I didn't even invent that group.
I know, but you're in it.
Guilty by association.
I guess, yeah.
It's probably Crystal's fault, but
No,
I'm blaming you.
That's Caston, Trey's wife.
That makes it your fault.
She be wanting to get like T-shirts made and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I wanted to make T-shirts.
yeah.
I was like, let's do it on the 6 shirt, and we'll put Swervy on the back all alone.
It's the 6+1
Yeah,
You're the plus
but I'm
one.
not in there.
Yeah.
It's the 6+1, but I'm not in it.
Yeah. Bryce is the +1. Let's be honest.
Right.
Those who don't know, Crystal and Josh's son is named Bryce Lund.
Just
I don't know. Did we ever say that on the show? I know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I know Josh.
Josh
said
did
it.
on background noise.
I
Yeah.
don't listen to background noise.
Yeah, no, we're glad you don't listen to it.
Damn.
We want other people to listen to
Wait,
it. We don't
now
want you to
I'm
listen
gonna
to
go
it.
binge listen now.
God damn.
Steve's like,
Oh,
I feel
you
it
know
in my
what?
plums.
You should. You should go listen to the last one though.
Should I?
Yeah, because we talked about your what was the name? Olga. We were calling her Olga, one of your nurses with the anesthesiologist.
I named the show
Oh,
after her.
Yeah,
shit.
So, yeah, we talked
He
about
brought
her.
that up?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, we talked about her. We made lots of jokes about her. Sit, you suck dick.
See, if you supported your significant other, you would know that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I download. I support him. I just don't
I
listen.
downloaded. I just
It's
don't
not
give
the
a fuck
same
about
as
it.
listening.
The content? Nah. Who needs that?
I have a shirt thanks to the Duns.
Background noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because you're cheap and won't spend any of your money.
Did you put onesies on there on our show or store for me to buy?
We about to change the whole store game. What we're doing.
Yeah.
Fuck
Things-
Spreadshirt.
things
They
about to
want to
get
tell us
serious.
no about our parodies. Fuck you. We'll get somebody else to print them. We're good. We know we're good.
2019 finna be a hell of a year. Like that
Yeah.
shit's.
Well, the rest of this year too.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the bullshit I've dealt with the first 2 quarters. Hopefully, that's over.
Like this year.
I already hit the bottom. Can't
Now
go
you
any
hear?
lower.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back up to the top.
Like this whole year has been the roller coaster. Like. Tick, 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 as you're like heading up into the sky.
Yeah.
That's what this year has been. It's been a.
But also, the world keeps putting the brakes on, and then you're waiting for 15 minutes, and then you tick a few more, and then you wait 15 more minutes. You're like, when is this ride ever going to start? Trying to have fun.
Somebody done threw up in the car in front of you.
Yeah.
And now they got to clean it out. It's
Yeah.
causing a bit of a delay. But you know what? We'll be back up and running
Yeah.
in just a moment.
But I've had like 3 people throw up in the front of the cart. It's really messing my year up.
Gotta say, it seems to happen often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can relate.
So
Really waiting on this dip to have some fun.
that's what we get for riding the ride of robot throw up mountains. It's like-
Swerve Jones show, we're trying to do hood rat shit with our friends,
Yeah.
and somebody keeps puking in the way. We're trying to get to the end of this.
yeah.
Hold the fucking puke
Yeah.
till the end of the ride.
Swallow it.
We'll all enjoy it. We'll all enjoy at the end.
You just pulled it in your cheeks
Yeah,
like a chipmunk.
like a chipmunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I had to swallow it yesterday in the morning in a fucking Burger King parking lot
Oh.
because I had a flat tire and I was hungover from
Yeah.
the 4th of July. And it was one of those hangovers where you get up and the first hour and a half, you're totally straight.
Yeah, I did that the other morning
And
too.
you're just like, oh man, I fucking dodged the hangover. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hour and a half later, it hits you like a ton of
Yeah.
bricks.
It's like, oh, I was just still a little drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just a little bit.
I had the flat tire and
That's the worst.
The
It's
jack-
so hot out.
jack in my truck is
Yeah.
completely fucked. It doesn't work anymore. So it's not a safe jack to use. Had to have the old other big man
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out and bring his jack over there. As soon as I get off the phone with them, I'm standing out in the parking lot and the nausea just hits me.
Oh.
Just the waves just wash over me like the fucking fresh beach.
Yeah.
Fresh beach.
Beach.
And beach. The beach.
Hey, girl, you got a nice beach.
And dude, it was one of those
Beach,
moments where
please.
it was one of those moments where it was felt like I was in the back of the cop car again, you know, like sitting
Oh,
on
yeah,
sitting on the
hot,
fucking curb.
yeah.
I had to sit my ass on the curb and just like,
Sadness.
oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yo,
Sit down on the curb and sadness.
Yo, curb sadness.
It's like this is
we
what
all
life,
have it.
this is what life has come to.
Fuck.
Almost puking in a Burger King parking lot
Yeah.
at 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah. How did I get here again?
Yeah, exactly. It's not the first time though, so you know you think you'd learn that lesson.
I once threw up in a Burger King parking lot because I opened the door to the truck and someone had got dog shit in the truck and hot shit hits me in the face as soon as I open the door. Just the steam of hot shit. I just threw up all in the parking lot. It was bad. I can never eat a what was that chicken Parmesan sandwich at Burger King ever again.
That Burger King chicken parm, that doesn't even sound good.
How is somebody
Spicy
else
chicken Burger
driving that car with hot shit in it in the first place?
I don't know.
How
It's
are they not
well,
throwing up?
You know,
Well,
some people think they shit don't stink.
we was what happened was, all right, we was painting houses, right? A lot of dog shit happenings in
Yeah.
the painting of the
Yeah.
outside of the houses because it's all in the yard.
Well, why am I going to pick up my dog shit in my yard?
Exactly.
I'll pick it up if he shits in your yard, but I'm not picking it up if it's in my yard.
Yeah. So
That's fertilizer. I need to grass the ground.
I guess, but then you can't walk in your own yard. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
Train your dog to shit in the bushes like my pit bull used to. That was my favorite. I had this pit bull. He was a chocolate pit bull. Had a white patch, white paws and shit. Awesome dog. He was super friendly. He used to go in the bushes, poke his head out.
Uh-huh.
Like he'd go in, turn around, and stick his head out, shit in the bushes, so he wouldn't shit in his running area.
That is a goddamn reasonable compromise.
Right?
He knew what the fuck was going
yeah.
on.
He would. He'd get in the bushes, he'd pop his head out, and he'd kind of look around. And you could tell, you're like, what's this motherfucker taking shit in the bushes? And then he'd hop out and do the feet thing real fast and then run around the yard.
he's like, I gotta come back in these bushes later.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on shit.
Yeah.
Let me cover this up with some dirt. It's the equivalent of flushing. Is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna
Cats do it.
Uh-huh.
The cat, fucking cats. The cat, so family's been out of town.
Okay.
So it's been me, the cat, and the chihuahua. The cat likes
Wait, the Chihuahua is still kicking?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, boy.
He looks dead. Trey's seen him a few times. Trey pulled up in the yard one time and was like, hey, is the dog dead?
What was that?
And I was like, I just checked
All
him like 30 minutes ago.
What was that Tim Burton dead dog movie? That's what Swerve's dogs looks like.
He's got that one tooth is leaning real far. Like I look at it and I'm like, I could probably just go and take that last tooth away.
Like
Pluck it
he's
right
gonna
out.
he's
Yeah.
gonna waddle and his eyeball is gonna pop out on a string and he's,
He's
gonna
still gonna be living.
he's gonna
Yeah.
suck it back up into his head.
So
That's one way to exist, you know?
I hope he ate that sausage I left up for him. He won't die, Crystal. He won't.
Crazy.
You see him over there, like he looks dead. Like his tongue's hanging out of the side of his mouth. It looks like he's not breathing.
You want to put the mirror underneath his nose.
He's dirty. He's been rolling in the dirt. He doesn't give a fuck about anything in the world. He's just, this spot looks good. Funk. And he's going deaf, so you can't even call him. I'm like, hey, Punch.
Does the cat fuck
Santos.
with him?
Every once in a while. See, that's the thing. The cat wants to play with the dog.
Yeah.
But the dog just screams like a little girl because he's old, and he's like, ah! And he runs away. So, like, then the dog will extra avoid the cat because he just don't want to deal with the cat because the cat's young and spry. Like, we saved him from, like...
Sometimes you don't want to deal with the pussy. You just don't want to deal with it.
Sometimes. You're right. You're not wrong. Can't deal with this today.
That pussy out of my face.
Yeah. But the cat is a fucking asshole because all cats are
I
assholes.
was gonna say, yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah. He tried to attack me when I tried to go to bed the other night,
Okay.
but he was trying to play with my feet, and he does that to my wife, and I'm like, you should have never let him do that because now he thinks he can do that.
Yeah.
So, like, she goes to pet him, he flips over and tries to bite her and scratch her and shit. He's trying to play, but I don't know if you know this, skin is soft. Look at my arm. You know what I mean?
What happened to your arm?
I almost broke it off.
I see that.
We're trying to move a giant heavy piece of equipment, and I was like, we can do it without Trey. And my hand slipped on the cardboard, and my arm caught the business. It exploded blood vessels all the way down my
It
arm.
looks
God.
like rope burn.
It does.
That thing looks
Looks
fucked
like
up.
you went to the
It does.
woodshed.
Like,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's what it is. You're just using an excuse. You went to the
He went to
woodshed.
the woodshed.
You had this. You were
Yeah.
like,
Look at that
gosh, I had
perfect spot."
nothing to do on
Yeah.
Wednesday nights. Wink.
yeah.
I then went to the
Perfect spot on
woodshed,
your
got
wrist.
tied up.
Don't. It's Master Cecil. I'm going to go have a party with him.
Doesn't he sell cars?
No.
Oh, that's Cecil Clark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe he owns that, too.
Oh,
Maybe that's where his money comes from.
Who knows?
This motherfucker has the best business model ever, Steezy. Volunteer employees.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. Fucking sign me up.
Right?
You know? I need.
Well,
I need
sign
loyal.
me up as to
Oh,
loyal
as,
people.
As,
yeah,
as the manager, yes. Yeah.
Don't sign me up to volunteer.
I need loyal pawns underneath my rule at all times.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I want. Well, I kind of got that. Shh, don't tell them.
Hush.
Actually, it's a lie. Me and Crystal talked about it earlier. Caston ran off with the money we made last week.
Oh.
She spent it at Disney.
No, it's in the box.
Oh, okay.
Just
Dish
a little bit.
Didn't
I
run
liked
away
my
with his
idea
phone.
better.
Okay.
Crystal, I was like, shit. Caston ran away with the money. I hope Trey asked her for it. And then Crystal's like, ooh, maybe that's how she paid for this thing at Disney.
Who went to? When did she go to Disney?
I don't know. Is
I
a
was
thing
just
from Disney?
bullshitting.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
bangles that we talked about.
Okay. The dangle bangles.
I
Trey's,
assumed it
Dangle
was some
bangles.
Disney shit. I don't
Trey's
really
about to
know
throw
shit.
a
It wasn't
goddamn
Disney
fit.
bangle.
I was
Bitch
like,
done stole the show money.
no, I know what the show money is. I
She
put
done
it
went to
there.
Disney without me.
Yeah, that's I heard
Nah,
it.
I
when
was
he-
like, when does bitch upgrade to the gold pass? She be talking like we had silver the whole time.
That's where the
Yeah.
money went.
Uh-huh.
She upgraded her Disney's.
I can't even remember the last time I've been to Disney. To be honest, it's been a while.
It's 5 years.
Nah.
So I took my daughter when
well,
she
to
was
the
3.
Disney, but you went to the Epcot with us.
Yeah,
not that
yeah,
long
yeah.
ago.
But I didn't ride anything.
yeah.
I just walked around and was like, this is awful.
Grateful son of a bitch.
I got a free pass and I was like, this
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of here.
And
Take your free
meanwhile-
pass and shove it.
Meanwhile, I'm like, this is the only reason I let my wife have this pass. So I can go do this shit.
It's like is when they do the food and wine festival.
Ah.
Steezy, you ever waited in line to wait in line to wait in line?
Yeah, fuck all that noise.
I'm not about that life.
See, they draw you in because you hear food
Yeah.
and wine festival, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
sign me the fuck
They
up.
love it. Trey and Crystal, they love that shit.
I've heard how
Yeah.
it really goes down.
I ain't
at
gonna
the
lie.
food and
Every
wine.
time they came out of a line, I was like, God damn, that shit looked fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I mean, it,
Like, it looked like they were enjoying themselves, but I was like, I don't want to wait in
it
line.
looks fire, but
Here's
do
the
you,
problem.
but there's a whole amount of stress that you have to go through to get to that point.
Yeah.
You're looking
And
at
after
this all
walking
wrong.
around all
You
day,
get the
like
treasure.
3 miles, you got to walk a mile back to your car.
Yeah.
You guys,
I quit
you're
it.
getting it
And
all
I
wrong.
think Steezy will be with me on this. It's
Okay.
like when you go to a festival and you have to rotate people in the beer line so you can have a steady flow of beer. But nobody wants to go wait in the beer line.
Yeah,
Right?
This is true.
It's the same thing. It's like I want that food, but I don't want to rotate constantly all day waiting in food lines. You
Well,
know?
the difference between that and this
And you know
is-
me, I'm a climax man. There's no
All right,
climax.
let me tell you where you're wrong. All right.
Okay.
The difference between that and this is the festival is out here. All right.
Yeah.
The standing in line and socializing and eating and drinking in line with your friends is a part of the whole experience.
Okay.
All right. So it's not necessarily I'm gonna wait in line for this food. Is I'm gonna eat this food and talk to my friends, and then we're gonna get some more food, and then we're gonna do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same thing as sitting at a bar,
Yeah.
but you're actually walking around and doing things to get an exercise.
To be honest, I had fun. Like I had a good time.
What's the average
But-
wait time in one of those lines for the food?
Like
10 minutes?
7
10
minutes?
minutes.
7
Yeah,
to 10
I'd
minutes.
say about
yeah.
10 minutes.
Okay, fair enough.
But I didn't wait in any of those lines.
See, I'm trying to judge this on the basis of what are the odds of how many obnoxious drunk assholes are going to be right next to you in line
Yeah.
for 10 minutes?
Now, it's
Depends
funny.
on the days you go. But the thing is what we do is we have the annual pass, so it's just like
Yeah.
I can come for like an hour and a half and do a few things.
Oh, I can come for an hour and a half too, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that. Very nice.
Call
But
it Tantra.
Tantra? You know what? You just named the show.
It's Tantric. Boogie woogie woogie.
It is tantric.
It is also electric.
Same thing. It's on the inside, though.
Okay.
I don't know what they're saying.
Where were you?
You
You forgot.
I don't know.
Boogie, woogie, woogie.
I just want a boogie woogie now.
Well, you were saying you were coming for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can only, show up for a little while and then just leave. I don't have to I'm not spending $100 to go there for the day, so I have to cram in as much things as I possibly can to get my money's worth. It's just you can go for a little while and hang out and just piece the fuck out.
And you have not just your wife, but also like people like Crystal that will pre-set up and have a plan ready, so Trey can just be like, "Ooh, we're gonna have gourmet what? Okay," and then he just follows where they tell him to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He drives there, and we all take care of the rest.
I
Like you said, you surround yourself with people that know what's going on, so you don't have to worry about it.
All right, I'm understanding now.
If all I have to do is show up and eat and drink and have
Yeah.
fun, and I don't have to plan it, think about anything, it's win-win. It's the best.
It's like going on the internet and finding things that agree with your opinion to justify your own opinion.
But way less corrupt than that.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
It's all scam.
We stayed at the last time we went to Epcot as a huge group. We stayed at a resort the weekend that we did it, and no one knew.
I tried to
anything
fuck
about
my wife
it.
in that tub, and water was splashing crazy.
No one
Anyways.
knew anything about what was going on because I planned the whole thing. And finally, like a couple days before, Caston's like, "Do you have the address for this place or anything?"
Yeah.
Did y'all rotate rooms at that place, or everybody stayed in their room they had?
They stayed in the room that they were in.
Yeah.
And then because I was being super nice and I was pregnant and not really able to do anything at that point, we were on pelvic rest. So we couldn't do anything.
Slow
and I'm
strokes.
So
Strokes.
we alternated we alternated the shitty room with the duns.
It's either going to be a really long time or really fast time.
Yeah.
Which I didn't ask for, but I
No.
appreciate it because I was sloshing crazy in that tub.
Trey had like a Roman bathroom for the weekend.
Choppy seas in the tub.
Yeah. Oh, it's like, oh, fuck. It's starting to creep onto the carpet. Hold on. Put the towels in.
Had like
That's
two
where all the
pillars,
towels
like a
were.
big tub, like with like a marble top to it.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
fancy. Cheap as fuck too.
Trey or Crystal really wanted to fucking Trey's tub, but not with Trey.
Yeah. I would have allowed it.
Could
What,
have
with or without you?
given or taken, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Once
wanna go
with,
back
once
there.
without.
As long as your wife's there, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's easier to share your old lady with a woman than it is with a dude, right?
I think so, but still would be even kind of sketchy.
You think so?
Because I feel like, I don't know, what if she likes the other side a little better? There's no going back.
That's funny.
That's true.
That's like every guy's fear.
That the
But
chick
it's
will be
every
better?
yeah, that their chick would.
That's
go run off
that's
with
my
the
fear
person.
with involving with either sex.
Yeah,
by the way.
exactly.
Yeah,
With either.
You know, and if you like
Yeah.
that dick a little better, maybe she go over to that dick. I'm not trying to
Exactly.
risk it.
Yeah. But if it's ever an issue, I'll just beat the doors off of it.
Dude,
I like it. Problem solved.
oh,
Because then bitch like, they're all confused and twitching a little bit. Like, you know what?
you know what?
I'm good right here.
She's exactly.
Yeah.
You're exactly after she gets done having sex with me. She's exactly like it's a person who has gotten out of a car crash. They're
Yeah,
a little
exactly. Yeah,
confused. They've been in a rear end collision.
They're not sure. They're not sure if they're fucked up enough to file insurance or not. It's real confusing.
Yeah, they don't know. They have their phone out, but they don't know what they're doing with it. You know.
Yeah. T-shirt all ripped up, one titty hanging out.
The one titty out is my favorite, by the way.
Yeah.
If I get at it so hard, whatever you're wearing, one titty comes out, I did my job right.
I think it's a rule. If you get in a wreck, one of the ladies have to pull at least one titty nibble out, right?
Just because that happened.
Isn't that part of my insurance plan, Crystal?
It's in the Constitution, I'm pretty
Probably.
sure.
Yeah, right. It's Amendment 511 or something like that. Statute 300,042.
8,008.
Yeah.
Amendment 8,008.
Colon 567. Pull your titties out during a wreck.
Somebody could get that joke.
It's actually Amendment 8. Oh, wait, you already said it. Oh, shit. Damn it. Well, you got to put the 5 on the end, too, though.
Nah, no one cares about the pluricity.
Pluricity.
Is that correct?
Two's
You want to
better
take a
than
little
one.
break?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to refill these delicious drinks. Then when we come back, we'll actually talk about the drinks.
Okay.
2 boobs are better than
And
one.
we'll talk about how we're going to try our best to talk to Steezy about how much of an Orlando art his podcast has became.
No.
Like, you were, like, running the Orlandos. Like, you know everything about the arts. Like, you want to know about the arts, you go to Steezy's Trap House.
Mm-hmm.
I love that video too that you guys had done.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, word. Thank you.
It's
Yes.
so
Sexy.
good. It
You
is.
know. You know.
I think that was my son's first moment where, like, titties hypnotized him was when you and your old lady came to the studio.
Oh, shit. I saw it, too. I saw it the exact moment.
When he's
because
sitting up there with her and he's like, I like your T-shirt.
I've seen it multiple times
Mhm.
with like little kids, like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
boys. It happens a lot, so it's definitely
Look at him. He's becoming a man over there.
Yep, it's definitely a moment I recognized, and I saw him and I was like, you know what, little Nick, I see you. You do you, dog. You do you.
Yeah.
All right, you're listening to Swerve Jones Show. We'll be right back.
Surrounded by those beauty and love, where the guidance and wisdom to hell. Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. Yeah, fuck it. Come on, get it. Hurry up.
to hell.
I don't have anyone on the list for right now. Let me. Yeah, who are you again?
By the little
Swerve
time
Jones.
Trey made a mess in
I'm
there
too
with all the
fucked
ice
up.
for making drinks.
Okay.
I've been getting high as fuck.
Obviously. How did you get here?
It's cool. It's cool. I'll take it from here.
You invited him?
Yeah. Found out we have a similar interest with the edibles. Isn't that right?
I'm hungry. What are we gonna eat?
Okay. I didn't know the living could just visit here.
Trying to rape, but he didn't rape.
What is he talking about?
I think he came, like, already high.
Getting high as fuck all day.
Oh. Yeah, we said we were gonna exchange for some favors.
With my eyes closed the whole time.
I take care of you, and you take care of me.
Hey, what the fuck you doing?
What's wrong? This is what we agreed on.
I was about to get naked.
Good. Then have your brownie, and let your punishment fit the crime.
Who you is, Brownie 13?
Shit, I can't find the other tracks.
Sup?
Sorry, we just need a little bit of time. 'Cause Trey made a mess in the other room. He had to clean it up. We'll be right back probably after this one.
Dawn of the Podcast Mafia.
Bye. Welcome back to Swerve Jones Show.
All right.
Crystal is pumping the teeth.
Yeah.
So
She's pumping the teeth.
She pumping the teeth.
Pumping the teeth.
She'll be back in a minute. If you're following us on our Twitch feed, twitch.tv/SwerveJones, it's also on our YouTube channel. You look up YouTube. Just type in Swerve Jones. You'll find me. Google it. It's out there.
Yeah, Google.
Surprisingly, though, Steezy's tag game is so sick.
Oh,
that
it's on point.
when you type in Swerve Jones, there'll probably be a Steezy or two in there.
Uh-huh.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You pop up pretty regularly when I do Swerve. Any of the podcasts.
I don't know why, but all right.
You got some tag that you use that works fucking perfect, and it links you to like everybody's shit.
Fair enough. I will fuck with that. I don't know what I'm doing,
Yeah.
but I will
So
hope
what you're
that
saying is
continues.
I should definitely go into his Libsyn channel and copy all his
Check
tags.
all his tags.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't Lipson though, so.
So let's do drink of the week,
Okay.
and then I want to talk to Steezy because he got brought up to me about people looking at Orlando podcast, and they read some stuff about Steezy getting into it with people on Reddit.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit, yeah.
Oh shit.
We're getting fucked up.
Y'all both drank out.
I'm
Ooh.
looking at a half-empty bottle of Cavati.
That's what I do,
which means
baby.
that we are just about out of time.
Drink of the week.
Drink of the week brought to you by towntech.net.
Mm-hmm.
They did our internets here. They did the internets at my house.
Yes, they did.
I think he's supposed to be heading out to Crystal's house, fix her internets. Because you know Crystal like to watch porno in the bedroom, but she don't know how to set up her network properly.
Hey, I needed my garage too, so let
Yeah.
me get that town tech.
If you any kind of network set up, home, government, business, whatever it is, he's the guy to holler at. Like I've told you before, his little he offers like a work for you, not actually working for you deal,
Okay.
which keeps you from having to hire an IT guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, drink of the week.
Drink of the week this week is key lime pie margarita.
Oh.
You should have let me do some air horns.
You should have
too.
been ready for it.
I didn't know what you were doing.
Ready? Go. Shooting rubber bands at Trey's face.
Okay.
What is it now?
It's a key lime pie margarita.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah, that's what it is.
I
I couldn't figure it out. I was just like, it's delicious.
What, the lime and the graham cracker?
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
I just kept thinking breading, and it kept making me think of like a pre-bedded
Chicken
breaded like
parmesan?
Yeah.
It's not like Italian breading.
I know it's not, but
Although it
keeps
does
making me
have
think of
lime zest in it, so it kind of gives off that Italian breadcrumb vibe. That's probably a mistake on my end,
It
but
threw me for a loop.
yeah.
Well, you know, sludge it up on the show, put the recipe out
Yeah.
there. It's finished.
Mhm.
Wait, we don't even do those anymore.
Yeah. So
if you want a recipe, holler at Trey.
yeah.
Next time, just
Basically-
dump a bunch of oregano on it.
All right. Oregano. Mo-regano.
Mm.
Put some mo-regano on it.
Sprinkle a little thyme on it, too.
So basically, all right, whenever we have guests in,
Yeah.
I'll ask them, I'll be like, hey, what do you want to eat and or drink?
Yeah.
And they'll usually give me something, that I can accomplish. And sometimes it turns out to be a drink. Sometimes it turns out to be a food. It's just mo delicious. Yeah. So he said key lime pie, and I was like, you know what? I could turn that into margarita.
Yeah. And you did. It's good. It's delicious.
It is quite tasty. I was really high when I told you that too, and I was just very
surprised that he made the drink.
Yeah.
Oh well, that too, but also when he asked me about what
Yeah.
I wanted to eat and or drink, I was just like, ooh.
Key lime pie sounds.
An entire key lime pie sounds amazing right now.
Hey, you ever had one of those key lime mini pies? It'll blow your mind when you're high. You're like, I just ate a whole pie.
Goddamn right.
They're good. They're really good.
Did that tin shrink after I ate it or get bigger before I did?
Does it get bigger? Oh, I guess if you fillet it out and really scrape it good.
I guess.
That's a mushroom thought right there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Crystal's back. Titties looking smaller than ever.
Uh-huh.
Back
Oh,
from
they
my
bounced
second
when she
job
sat
at
down.
the factory.
I made you stare at him.
Yeah, you did. Sorry.
So I'm talking to a buddy of mine. Actually, is Town Tech.
Okay.
A sponsor. and he got to looking. You know, we're internet guys. We look at we like the Reddits.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So he was looking around at like Orlando podcasts because he sponsors a show. He's like, "Are you guys on Reddit? Let me see let's see where Swerve Jones show stands and like the Reddit thing, which we don't post shit on Reddit.
No.
But if you get tagged in something on Reddit or get seen, you're like, hey, you popped up. But Steezy popped up. Whole lot of Steezy stuff. Matter of fact, you do Orlando, you don't even get Tom and Dan stuff. You get Steezy. So what is it? It's some type of Orlando scene thread.
Okay.
And Steezy was posting in it. This is what I found.
It's the Orlando subreddit.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah,
it was the official. Like it's just r/Orlando.
Yeah. So it's like the Orlando thing.
Okay.
And we know Steezy do a lot of podcasting. Like you do between 4 and 8 shows.
It's supposed
a month?
it's supposed to be usually 2 episodes a week. Because I do 2 episodes a week, I can be kind of liberal here and there, and if I want to take off a week and only do 1 episode a week, I can do that because
But you try to stay at least 1 a week, normally 2.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely, yeah.
So Steezy posts in the Orlando feed.
Okay.
And anybody who listens to Steezy's show knows that Steezy is right there in the main parts of Orlando. Like, downtown's right around the street.
Smack dab of the center.
Milk District's right there.
If there's anyone that has any right to be posting in that feed,
it's Steezy.
It's him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I will defend him tooth and nail.
So what you're saying is we have the King of Orlando.
I'll have you know, I'm very relieved right now because I thought this was going in a different direction.
No. Well, what I was gonna say is like people were giving Steezy shit about him posting in the thread.
Dude, a lot.
Stop promoting your blah blah.
Yeah.
Nobody
You're just
this.
pushing your podcast. And Steezy's like, hey,
nah, I'll be doing shit in Orlando.
He's like,
these are Orlando
my show
things.
is about Orlando
Yeah.
and the shit that's happening in Orlando. I feel like it fits the thread. And I was like, right. But see, Steezy knows I just be looking. I don't be saying. But I was looking at it. I was like, you get him, Steezy. You is an Orlando pirate. You know everything. Like,
this is crazy to me because as I'm learning now, you read all of this shit.
Yeah. Oh, I fell into about a 30-minute Steezy Orlando hole.
I had zero backup during this whole fucking thing.
Sexy hole.
It was me against everybody.
I almost signed up for Reddit just to back you. Like,
shit was gnarly. For
I would have
there.
Because okay, on one hand, Tom and Dan are doing like the BDM sponsorship thing because most Orlando podcasts are BDMs. We love the BDM community, and Tom and Dan kind of spearheaded the Orlando podcast scene.
Yeah.
And they got a good show. Like it's a lot of us were like, hey,
they've got a good
I want to do what they're doing.
Too.
Yeah, and they got a good community. But and they're big in Orlando. They always have been because they were on the radio and stuff. But they're not doing what Steezy's doing.
No.
You know what I mean? Like they get like big comedians that come in and like they cover things that are happening in Orlando. But Steezy's
he's got the culture.
Is the culture of Orlando.
He's pointing a spotlight at it.
Like, do you remember that cook that said something about Orlando food? And like a bunch of Orlando came after him on Twitter because they were like, you don't know shit about the food in Orlando.
Yeah,
I feel like that was Steezy's audience that was like, you don't know fucking nothing about Orlando. You know what I mean?
Funny you bring that up because I'm one of the people who responded to him on Twitter.
Yeah.
Get him, Steve.
There's what's his goddamn name? Andrew Zimmer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Why don't you go eat your scorpion cock, okay?
For real, man. Like
piece of shit.
See, and it's just like that's the thing that pisses me off. He thinks to go ahead and kind of slight a city that he obviously knows nothing about. Just because he went to saying that instead of just saying something like, you know, well, I don't know about any restaurants there. Maybe some other people might have some recommendations. Ask somebody else instead of me. But instead, he just goes immediately to like, oh, no, well, you're screwed then if you go to Orlando to eat food. Like, man, fuck you, dog.
Meanwhile, we got, like, badass sandwiches. And,
you know, he can just 2 minutes to walk from his house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, Steezy is in that community. So, like, for Reddit to give him a hard time is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad you saw that because I hope you saw also that even though I'm sure you knew behind the scenes I was fucking furious and absolutely livid, but the messages that I typed back were calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, you kept it together.
I didn't curse.
Yeah.
I didn't curse. I was polite, And I realized that it hurts more in the end because that other dude's comments, a bunch of them ended up getting like deleted and shit and completely downvoted.
Well, if you go look up Steezy's Trap House and look into anything you're doing, it is all like the Orlando community.
Yeah. And for that whole situation, you know, they were just talking shit like, no, you're trying to promote your shit and all that. And to a degree.
Sure, yeah.
Yes,
a little bit, yeah.
But, I mean, it's not necessarily
it's
really
relevant
about
to
me.
Orlando.
It is.
Yeah.
And I looked in the rules for the group, and everything I was doing fell underneath the rules of their own group. So
it's
just...
You're having...
I posted the rules for them. I was like, yo, these are the rules of your own group.
It's
so
either Orlando radio, local art, people, musicians and artists. It's restaurant owners that what were they on? What was that show that Lazy Moon was on?
Oh, Domo? You were talking about what's the fucking name of that show? I don't know.
It was a Food Network show.
Yeah, it's
like Steezy's podcast was on that show. Talking about Lazy Moon.
It was I think it was Travel Channel top.
Maybe it was Travel Channel.
It might be Travel Channel.
Yeah.
No,
either way, like
still.
like Steezy's so embedded in the Orlando community that like the travel or whatever channel it was couldn't come in and not get Steezy on camera. You know what I mean?
I know Steezy has such a reputation for knowing about shit in Orlando. Is when we were in the car, I was like, "Hey, Steezy, where can I get some good noodles at?" And he was like, "Well, there's this place and this place."
Yeah,
he's like,
that's what I'm saying.
Do you want pho? Do you want ramen? What do you want?
like Steezy walks those streets, he bikes those streets, he skateboards those streets, he films those streets, he podcasts about those streets, like. Steezy, like, back the fuck up, Reddit.
Yeah. For real, thank you. I appreciate that.
Like,
because, like,
seriously.
Especially when I had zero love before that and all of my shit. Like, honestly, I'd only just.
You always got Swerve Jones show love.
Oh, yeah. And
we needed somebody to back us up. Who we call? We call Steezy.
I was
like, hey, we going to Orlando right down the street bowling.
I always got
we
that.
need you.
I always got that SJS love.
Yeah,
we can't go bowling there anymore.
No, not anymore.
They closed it down.
Or, you know what?
We can.
Why? Yeah, I was going to say, we'll get some pins and bowling balls. We'll go right in the parking lot.
They sit there and tell everybody that they're closing for a remodel. They're dropping 12 lanes, blah, blah, blah. And then they're going to up and close that shit.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew it was coming.
Oh,
yeah, it was on the horizon for a while, sadly.
They stayed a little bit.
Because we need another public storage.
They stayed behind the times, though. You gotta catch up with the times. You have to. It's hard, but you got to.
But
it was beautiful to hold on to that nostalgia while it was there.
Yeah.
But because that was the way it was,
that wooden lane.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'd rather as far as bowling goes, it's a better lane.
I'd rather it be
but did you see that bar they had attached to it?
God, the
it's kind of a gross bar, you know. Clean your bar up.
Yeah.
But they had the best karaoke there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Best karaoke.
And the burgers at the snack bar.
Yeah,
were
snack
really
bar wasn't
good.
too bad. It was good.
That is what it is. But I appreciate those kind words because, you know, I got
welcome.
downvoted to fuck.
Yeah.
To fuck all on Reddit.
Just because it, and like, I get it. Like, everybody's got a podcast nowadays.
Yep.
Like, I get it. I understand. Yeah. But when it's a niche podcast that is directly for that, you fit the thread. Like you said, like you're following the rules.
I agree.
And just as a, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't listen to every episode.
I mean, there's a lot.
But because you put out a lot of content, and I try to share it between the community as much as I can. But every time I go to your show, I learn something about Orlando I didn't know prior to it. Mm-hmm. On top of you give giveaways to Orlando City games. Like, you do a lot for Orlando.
Let's talk about this heat of the week, too. That's a good segment. That's my favorite segment.
And there's a decent chunk of the heat of the week that is Orlando artist. You know?
Yeah, definitely. If there's any time that one of the
not gonna lie, I guessed on that. I assumed that was something you would do.
Nice, very good guess, sir. Yes. Yeah, no, seriously.
You're supposed to tell him that afterwards.
Anytime that I see somebody,
but I knew it was right. I could feel it in my heart. It was right
in your heart of hearts.
Anytime there's new shit, I try to get them on from Orlando. Always first, like especially with Heat of the Week. You know, it has to be. They have to be the first song that I'm playing right out the bat. It's got to be. Well, first up, you know, we've got this local shit going on.
Yeah.
Because I'll always play some dope ass shit. You know, from some international artist or whatever. But if it's from Orlando, they're getting the shine first because they need that shine first.
Yeah, exactly. Like I you know, It made me a little angry for you. I was like, this is some bullshit.
That is crazy though. Y'all some cyber stalking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Not me.
I seen pictures of you when you had short dreads. I'll be stalking you on Reddit. Like I know everything about you.
I'm really good about finding stuff on the internet.
Yeah, not me. I just mind my own fucking business. And
No one else has mentioned that to me. Like that is
Really?
it's no one at all.
Swerve Jones Show knows.
We've got eyes everywhere.
Yeah, we do.
Damn, I thought I was alone. See, now this is
surround myself with motherfuckers who know what the fuck's going on. I don't have to do shit.
See, this is making me happy that you were backing me up. But motherfucker, why didn't you speak up and support me? Goddamn it!
I don't have a Reddit
I should have
account.
signed up for
We
Reddit.
just don't. We don't have Reddit accounts.
Just left me out there to die. Fuck.
And it was a little bit. It was like way later after that.
I got absolutely
But
roasted,
I'm with you.
roasted by all of Reddit. It was a harsh awakening to
I
I
Reddit.
feel
saw
like,
it as
you
it
know.
was happening, so I could have probably done something.
See, I didn't. I caught it like all afterward. Like
There
again,
you
like
go, crystalline telling on yourself
I
again.
know. I know, I'm killing
yeah, you're
myself
not
for
supposed to
that.
say that part.
Jesus.
She's like following every word and like these motherfuckers are crazy. I ain't gonna say nothing though. Scroll.
They were going in real fast. It's like that person you get in the argument with who's real quick to start calling names and cursing and shit just because you're speaking logically.
Yeah.
It's like you know at that point you can't take that person seriously.
It's hard to not feed the trolls sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
definitely.
sometimes you have to just say what you gotta say.
Nah, I ignore those motherfuckers.
Nah.
That's the best way to do it.
Every once in a while,
Trey Fowler,
I'll burn a motherfucker down to his soul and then stomp it out.
Honestly, the easiest way though is to just completely ignore it. If you don't even read it, you don't even fuck with it in the first place.
Like really, what happened? Like when I was reading it, I was like, hold up, and I was like, what does motherfucker say? And I read a little bit, and then I was like, well, what the fuck's Steezy say? So I find what you say. I'm like. I'm scrolling back and forth, like reading through conversations, and I was
Reddit,
like,
man,
I was just like, man, fuck these guys, and then I closed my phone.
I have trouble working Reddit sometimes. Like I don't know if I think that's why I haven't signed up for it or done
it's a
anything
little pain in
with
the
it.
ass, yeah.
Like I have a coworker who that's all he does.
Yeah,
is like Reddit and Twitter, and I'm anti-Twitter right now.
They say it's the front page of the internet.
There's people with some serious power complexes going on Reddit.
There is, yeah.
That is for sure.
But it's the same thing. Like with all social media, there is a certain degree of shit that's irritating. Instagram. There are a lot of no offense to no ladies, but there's a lot of Instagram hoes.
Oh yeah,
there are a dime a dozen. I can see Instagram hoes all day.
Oh yeah,
you never know when Bootie's gonna want to give you a call though, and now I get monies.
Yeah, well, you never know. But you go to Reddit, there's gonna be trolls on Reddit.
Yeah, the porn's on Tumblr.
Oh yeah, that's
the porn. Yeah, everybody knows porn's on.
Yeah, porn's on. I found that out the difficult way. I was like, I was starting a food blog, and I was like, "There's porn everywhere. What's going?
Yeah.
Put my food next to your titties. Get out of here."
Yeah,
different market here.
You're supposed to put food on the titties and then put it on Tumblr.
No, okay.
A while back, I had to unfollow all of the Instagram hoes on my account.
Yeah.
It just gets to be too much.
Yeah,
It's the same thing.
Followed a BBW tattooed girl.
So vapid.
I saw one picture that was like really nice. I was like, you know what, curvy girls do look good. And I followed her, and then kind of little pancake titties later, and I was like, I better unfollow this. That was a lot flatter than I thought it was.
You're terrible.
I'm sorry.
Oh, just following those girls, man. You realize there's just so much just fakeness and shit going into it. You oh man.
My favorite is the Asian ladies with the makeup. Have you seen that?
What? Wait. What?
So it's I don't know. Maybe I sound a little racist here. I don't know if they were Chinese, Japanese, but they had all this makeup on, but they also add like skin, like to their nose and their chin. So it's a makeup takeoff video. So they start pulling all the makeup off and they start scraping all the stuff off their nose. They look like a completely different person afterwards.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Those are crazy. It's like the anime chicks that like try to make themselves look like anime.
Oh,
That's what I thought you were talking about at first.
Though. They put those large diaphragm contact lenses in, so it makes their eyes look like real big.
Real big. Yeah,
I don't like that shit, dude. I've seen them.
I'm not trying to fuck a cartoon. I want meat on meat.
They don't even. They're not even putting contacts in.
Wait till you meet that cartoon.
They're not even putting contacts in. Some of them are getting plastic surgery to get their eyes actually done like that.
That's kind of crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
See, that's what I'm saying. The Asian ladies are smarter. They just add like a material like to the structure of their nose and their jaws, and then just scrape it off later.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, whoa, bitch, you ain't got no chin. You had a chin 5 minutes ago.
Still creepy.
It's
Still
gone.
creepy. Still creepy regardless.
Can't just point
Yeah, it's
at
creepy.
me and scream. You had a chin 5 minutes ago.
Bitch, I thought I knew you 5 minutes ago. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah. There was that troll post about that a while back about the guy that like sued his wife that because she had plastic surgery, so all their kids were ugly because he thought she looked different.
Oh,
But she's actually ugly.
What a petty fucking lawsuit.
It's
and
like
it's funny as fuck though.
well, it was like a fake thing. Like it was like a troll post to like get people to like
Okay,
there's
gotcha.
all that stuff that people post things that just aren't real.
I fell for it immediately.
I
you
did
mean-
the first time. Yeah, I looked at it. I was like, that's fucked up.
Oh, you mean 17 of the most rarest GM vehicles with a Ford picture isn't real?
Yeah, it's not real. Those fucking things piss me off sometimes because they will reel me in.
Oh, I'm a clicker. Oh,
Yeah.
I will clickbait
They're
crazy.
like the top 10 things you didn't know about something. I'm like, bullshit. And I look at it, I was like, this is fucking bullshit. Why? Look, I knew it.
Oh, celebrities now and before? Oh, let me see what the fuck Tara Reid looked like now.
You have to click
Look like a
every slide just to go to the one picture that you
Yeah.
wanted to find.
Tara Reid 77 slides in.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sometimes not even on the list.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
they start off with a picture, you go through it, and you didn't even see what you were looking at the beginning.
Yep.
And the titties will always
I was
be
trying to
basic.
find that video of them pulling the nose off and everything, but I can't find it.
You can't find it?
No.
That's good stuff.
I'm searching all the most
It's
inappropriate
interesting.
things ever trying to find it.
How many times do you type Oriental? You have to tell me.
I didn't try that.
Okay.
That word was erased from my
yeah.
Vocabulary as soon as
Crystal's
we made fun of you about it.
learning. She's learning the things that,
Uh,
we're trying to put a little more Orlando in her, a
Yeah.
little less Virginia in her.
Did you say Oriental on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we really
my
gave it to her.
neighbors were they were I didn't know what they were, so I said that. I didn't know it was a bad thing.
Now it is weird.
Me so
I will say
sorry.
it's
Oh,
it is weird. It is
hear that? It's a
yeah.
joke train. The Orient Express.
Going to hell. Going to
Right next to the
hell.
Polar Express. Inuits on that one.
Oh my god.
Just because we have a guy with dreadlocks on doesn't mean we can just be as racist as we want.
I'm just laughing. Does that make me guilty by association?
Hey,
One on a P.
I left off a
damn
bad
it.
joke earlier
Okay.
when he said "Welcome to the beach." I was gonna make it. Never mind.
A racist joke. Don't do it. Remember, skin too white to make racist jokes.
It wasn't a racist joke.
Dark skin, you're allowed to. Light
a
skin,
Jamaican
you gotta be
joke.
careful.
You've already re-brought it up now. Now you have to let it
Yeah,
fly.
now you gotta be racist.
Yep. It's too late. Now we're all looking at you.
God.
Chris, I want to yell out, Bumbleclat!
As in, I'm out.
I'll take the heat off of me.
You know, I just want racism for everybody. Everybody should be allowed to be racist, Just everybody do it.
Everybody is a little racist.
Everybody do
Just
it.
a little bit.
Just get it out of your system.
Just don't be violently racist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be
yeah.
comedic. Well, no, people try to do that and they do it bad.
Yeah.
Be careful with your comedic racism. It's very, it's got to be the right moment.
Hey, I love the whisper N-word because you know that they're really trying hard, right?
Yeah,
to not
yeah.
be a racist person anymore.
But
so they'll be like,
you're
hey,
showing it.
so is be coming around.
You can't do that. That's when it's like, all right, you're a little racist.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
Like if you're gonna say it, say it.
You're trying to be
Yeah.
progressive about it.
Yeah.
But you should just definitely reel in for the day and go home.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
If
done fishing. Yeah. Pack it up.
If you're saying it blatantly, I respect that way more than someone who's just gonna,
Yeah.
just.
But if you can say it in a true funny way and your timing's right, you might get the pass.
Oh yeah, I support it all the time.
It's just got to be the right moment. You can't just go blurting it out. It's got to actually be funny.
Not gonna lie.
You
put
allow
some
it,
thought
but
into
you're
it.
like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Somebody can probably blurt it out in front of me, and I'll just kind of look the other way. I really don't give a fuck, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like we've said this before. It's more about where your heart's at.
It's all about intent, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Intent,
that
context.
that doesn't mean white people go around saying the N-word. Don't do that.
Nah.
It's bad advice.
No.
Not everybody's cool, bro. Steezy, we already been over this. King of
Yeah.
Orlando over here.
Exactly.
But yeah,
I'm not saying white folk go out and just say nigga nonstop, but it's
Crystal has
Obviously.
said like the Oriental like under her breath a few times. We're like, whoa, Crystal.
No.
rebellious. That's that rebellion.
We're blowing
I
that out.
said it
She
when I
said it
talked
one
about
time.
My neighbor.
Yeah.
like I've said this before though, with because it got asked in our Twitch chat one time about racism. Like they're like, I feel like there's a difference between intentional racism and then just like ignorant racism.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hands
Like
down.
you just might be ignorant to what you're saying, and there's nothing wrong with that as long as you become aware of what you did, because then it shows remorse. I can forgive you if you have remorse, but when you're intentionally racist, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I would say that like with the Oriental thing, Crystal didn't, and it's a problem with a lot of white people. I mean, it's out there. A lot of people, white people don't know this, but saying like calling an Asian person Oriental is actually kind of racist.
You
didn't know that, so that would be ignorant racism that you just weren't aware of.
Yeah.
And that's okay because you didn't know.
I blame growing
And-
up in bump ass Virginia.
Exactly. Like you were raised around that. There ain't anything you can do about that. So now we kind of brought it up to her. We're like, whoa, Crystal, you kind of crossed the line there. And now you're like, okay.
And now you harass me about it.
Well, we do give you shit for it, but that's just so me and Trey can laugh.
Well, it was
Yeah.
it was just a common term. It was a common term at one point in life,
yeah.
So,
And you grew up around that shit. I grew up around that shit too. I didn't know that it was,
It's
but
that-
you learn.
It hasn't been removed for that long because there is still a Oriental trading company online that millions of people use.
And I've ordered from them. I guarantee you that's part of the reason why I probably still thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, there's.
But if
there's
you
so
learn
much
from your mistake, you know what I mean, or learn from your ignorance,
ignorance, yeah.
it's then it's okay because like okay, you're learning.
We're not there yet. There's still a Washington Redskins.
so where I grew
We're
up,
trying to be a better country,
there
but
is so
fucking
much.
Donald Trump, God damn it.
Trying to be
Yeah.
the best country.
No, but there's so much that I've had to learn and realize that
Yeah.
it's not appropriate. Like just
Yeah.
because growing up there, it's a whole different world.
It is, yeah.
Like I cannot believe when I go back now and I visit, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, because you're in a more cultural place. Like
and now
Orlando is a
I'm
fucking
so
cultural.
accepting, and I'm so like,
not to use a mean word, but like a cesspool. There's a whole
a
lot of
melting
everything here.
pot.
Yeah.
It is a melting pot.
Same
No,
We
but-
can call it a melting pot, but it feels like a cesspool.
Same shit I grew up in Pensacola. I totally understand.
Yeah.
It's definitely small town mentality. It's very rural. It's very backwoods. It's a lot
Yeah.
of all of that shit.
But like when we said something to you the first time, you were like, "Oh, for real?" Like,
Yeah,
you were like
no,
shocked.
it's
Like,
not. Like, no.
is that not right? And we're like, no, that's not right. And that's true remorse. That's going, oh well, I didn't know. Like
for
I didn't
real,
mean to do
though?
that.
I wonder if there's other stuff.
There's lots
That
of
I
stuff.
don't know.
There's,
That I
there's
say.
tons out there.
We'll take it on a case-by-case basis.
yeah.
We'll touch
Yeah.
base with you when it
Yeah.
happens.
as long as we grow and get better, it's fine.
We'll deal with it when the situation
Yeah.
arises.
Oh man. Yep.
I mean, honestly, there's either that or you could completely own it and just keep saying Oriental nonstop. I would fucking go with that one.
Oh man.
Really own that shit.
Own what you
Well,
want.
that's why we give her the business. That's just an excuse so me and Trey can say it.
Make her feel guilty, and then you
Yeah.
just double down on it.
Yeah, double down on her.
I used to also get a lot of shit for like grammar things that I would say because growing up in the country, I articulate. They don't articulate at all.
Yeah.
Like when you hear me, you don't think I'm from the middle
West
of nowhere.
Virginia, yeah.
Not West Virginia. It's Virginia.
Yeah, but we're gonna call it West Virginia.
Fuck you.
You're from the
Anyways,
Orient of West Virginia.
Ooh, she caught
But no,
she caught a tone with you real fast.
Oh, I hate when people say West Virginia. I am not from there.
Well, you're from
I
that
don't
Orient,
associate
though.
with them people. No, but people would always correct
Jay
my
just
grammar.
nodding his head like, shut the fuck up, Swerve Jones.
Yep. She about to knock your
Yeah.
goddamn drink off the table.
It used to really offend me when people did the grammar thing.
Well, now you know how the Asians feel when you say Orient.
Jesus Christ.
Like I thought, I'm trying to remember what exactly I said that they corrected me on, and it was in a public forum. It shouldn't have been done the way it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was at work.
Okay.
And it was in front of a group of people, and I said something. The correction was made, and I mean, it humiliated me.
Okay.
But I mean, I talk better than 99.9% of the people up there, but I still have that, those few words and few sentences that I've just said from the start.
Yeah, it was just raised around it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You was fixing to tell.
I can't remember the name.
Did it start with an N?
No.
Did it end with an A?
Did it end with an
It
R?
was something stupid. It was just a sentence that I said wrong.
Hard D, soft B. Steezy, tell everybody where they can find your podcast.
Steezy's Trap House, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and that's it because I don't dedicate enough time or effort to putting it on any other services.
Josh in the chat says, them people.
Them peoples. Them peoples over there. But yeah, all those services, you can find it there. Always free.
If you can't find Steve's Trap House, you Google Swerve Jones. He's in there somewhere.
Yeah, do that too. Do that too. Yeah, follow us Instagram, STH Show. You could do the other social medias and stuff, but Instagram is really the bread and butter. So.
Worst case,
hit 'em
hashtag tag the trap.
Yeah, indeed.
You're guaranteed to find Steezy's Trap
Yeah,
House.
put those fucking stickers somewhere. I want to see pictures of them on all kinds of public property.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
It's definitely in the villages. The old people, they can't even see your sticker over there, but all the young people, they see it.
You know, we talked about last week how Wawa is 7-Eleven for white people.
Well, I think it was a member show.
Okay.
But,
anyways,
but
I digress.
I live in Wawa.
You know what? I will slap a Steezy, or I am littering Wawas with podcast stickers.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you're really treating those Wawas like 7-Elevens.
You're goddamn right. You know what? Always one toe in the hood, buddy.
Follow us at SwerveJones.com. Swerve Jones all across the internet. Trey SJS, Crystal SJS. Sign up SwerveJones.com. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/SwerveJones.
Yeah, subscribe on Twitch.
Yeah.
If you subscribed once already, it's probably been a month already. Go check it and see if you can subscribe again with your free Amazon Prime sub.
Yeah. You just got to link your accounts. And it basically, you can give us $2.50 without it costing you anything.
Yeah.
If you a little bit of time to link your accounts.
Yeah.
And I would say do that for any of the podcasts you want to support.
Exactly. Spread it out. You know, 1 month do one podcast, 1 month do another.
If you want more Steezy, you can sign up SwerveJones.com. He's gonna stick around to a member show with us. I'm gonna ask him how his dick's doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna get real.
We
high.
always get extra high and horny on the member shows.
I was gonna say I'm already doing the first part there.
Yeah.
The horny part will be coming second.
Crystal, anything you want to plug?
No.
Trey's coming second.
Actually, yes. I will be on.
Penis. She's real horny. She ain't been able to have sex.
Josh and I will be on the next episode of Semantics.
Yeah.
Josh from Background Noise.
Got
and
other things
me
on her mind.
will be on the next episode of Semantics.
That dick.
Semantics will be in on the next show. They'll be coming in.
Perfect timing.
All right.
Steezy, we appreciate you hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
See you next week.